Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here and welcome to BMTV. I hope you're having a great week so far. I want to start by saying thank you to Mark. Obviously last week's show, Mark was in showing us neon balloons and some really funky designs. Very 1980s, I felt. But yeah, it was great fun. That was really good to do. I was amazed that Mark, considering there's only 11-inch balloons and 260Qs in the neon range, I have to say, I think he did really well. They were amazing, very funky designs, and particularly when we turned on the UV light, I thought that was great. I've got to tell you, you guys see the finished product when you watch BMTV. It's not always smooth, and this was one of those days when it really wasn't smooth. I'd ordered the UV light from Amazon. I think it was about £25. Still up here. It says 20 watts on it if you're interested. And I'd ordered it a few days in advance, knowing that Mark was coming and we were going to do this UV show. And it didn't arrive the next day. I thought that was unusual. And I got in touch and said, where is it? And they said, oh yeah, it'll be there tomorrow. Okay, I'll give it another day. And it wasn't. It all went wrong. Mark arrived. It was supposed to be arriving that morning. They promised me. It didn't arrive that morning. So I had to drive all the way to Bournemouth and go to DPD and say, okay, I'm here to pick up my package. And of course they said, oh, we don't know where it is. I don't know. And I was like, no. And then this other guy came off lunch and he just, oh yeah, I see it. He found it straight away. So I came back, head back, and by that time it was quite late. And so Mark and I just had to go for it. So that's why it was all a bit. I think it was a fun show. I really enjoyed doing it. As you can see, it was a bit silly at times, myself and Mark. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing it. Anyway, so thank you, Mark. That just demonstrates that things go wrong. Things go wrong all the time, and you've just got to roll with it. And even Chris, when he was here, and things just go wrong. Things do go wrong. You know, balloons burst and stuff like that. You've just got to roll with it. You've just got to carry on, find the solution. So anyway, yes, Mark, thank you very much for that. Now, speaking of Mark, those of you that saw my announcement last week on Facebook Live or YouTube Live would now know that we are going to be doing training here at Balloon Market. And Mark is going to be the Qualatex trainer. Now, Mark used to be a Qualatex trainer, and he hasn't been for many years. He's got a completely different day job. So he's effectively come out of retirement. It's something I really wanted because Mark has supported us and Pioneer have supported us with BMTV from the very beginning. I thought it'd be a great continuation. That you've seen Mark on BMTV, you get to know what he's like. He's a nice guy, he's easy to get along with, he's very clear with his instructions. It gives you an idea of what he's like and what the training would be like. I thought it just made sense to then have him as a trainer. So it's something I've really wanted for more than a year now. I've really been pushing to have Mark. So thank you to everybody at Pioneer Europe that made that happen as well. So Mark, really looking forward to it. It's on the 17th of October. It is right here in Balloon. I'd say right here, it's not here. It's 2 minutes round the corner at the local football club. But really excited about it. It's a fundamentals course. And the fundamentals course, the Qualatex Fundamentals, is really for those at the very beginning of their balloon career. So if you're thinking of setting up a balloon business, or if you've just set up a balloon business, or maybe you've been in business for a little while and you're just sort of figuring it out as you go along, this is the course for you. It teaches you not just techniques on how to create amazing pieces and how to use the balloons, but also a little bit about business, about pricing, about the other important parts of having a business that sometimes get forgotten. And the way I look at training is that, you know, you can figure it out as you go along. We all do to some extent. When you're in business, you're always figuring it out. No matter how long you've been in business, you're always learning new things. But the way I look at training is that if you're figuring it out yourself, you start here and you want to get to a certain level of competence and it takes you this long, because you're figuring it out as you go along. You're making mistakes and you're figuring it out. If you invest in training, you start here and then you learn everything that would have taken you that long to learn in just a short course. So it's a really good investment. It gets you up to speed faster, it gets you operational, and it gets you confident as well. That's the other big thing about training, particularly this fundamentals training. It gives you the confidence to go out there and to confidently do what it is you're saying you do, but also feeling confident in charging the right amount that's going to make you a decent amount of money. When you are selling inflated balloons, when you are selling balloon decoration, be it as a retailer, be it as a balloon decorator, there can be huge margins in that, particularly if you start with the fundamentals and you go to the next course and the next level and the next level, then the sky's the limit. So we're really, really excited. It is October the 17th. The price is £95. That includes VAT. It also includes lunch and a goodie bag and the big colour manual thing. So we are excited about it. £95 up until the 19th of September. If you book after that, then it goes up to £115 up until the 3rd of October. And if you book after the 3rd of October, it goes up to £130 right up until the day before the course on the 17th of October. So it's really, really worthwhile. If you're at all interested in a fundamentals course right now, you want to consider getting in there quick, because there's only last time I looked earlier on, there was only 10 spaces booked. So yes, really excited about it. It is here in Southampton, very easy access to get to us by motorway, by plane, get the bus down. And we're on the edge of the New Forest, so if you fancy combining it with a break, there's wild ponies that run around in the New Forest. It's something that's quite unusual. You get used to it when you live down here, and then people come down and it's like, there's a pony there! And there is, yeah, there's lots of them. So anyway, yes, 17th of October, fundamentals course, and it's Mark from BMTV that's going to be doing the training. So yes, really, really excited about that. Right, let's talk about Northstar. Now, Northstar are obviously been around for a while now, and they were bought by Pioneer last year. And I think it's fair to say that the supply of the balloons has not been good since that happened. And I can kind of understand, you're basically moving a manufacturing plant from one place to another place whilst trying to still manufacture and take over a business, understand the business, and then run that business. And it has obviously proved very, very challenging. Well, today, when I was up here in this very room earlier on, I looked outside and I saw a pallet with Northstar balloons on there. So by the time you watch this on Thursday, some of you will already be aware, because you'll have clicked on the email me when available on the website, that some of those Northstar products have arrived. However, I am informed reliably that the 16-inch numbers and letters in silver, gold and rose gold should, fingers crossed, really fingers crossed, everything crossed, should be here in the UK by the end of this month. Yes, very excited. So that's good news, because it's the 16-inch letters and numbers that I think that made Northstar. I think people really, really love them because they're so versatile. You can do so much with them. Yeah, so really excited about that. As I say, fingers crossed. It's not absolutely confirmed, but we're told that it's likely to be by the end of this month. So if you do go on the website, balloonmarket.co.uk, and you do click the email me when available, the second those products are in the building and booked in, you'll get an email saying, hey, we're here. So there you go. That's Northstar. That's, fingers crossed, that's going to be very, very good news very, very soon. Right, now let's talk about some products. First of all, I'm going to talk about some products that I don't have here. Day of filming, it's Tuesday. Qualatex have launched their Q3 new releases, and it includes some funky balloons. We've got a Diwali balloon, we've got a 16-inch gender reveal balloon, we've got lots of llama balloons, we've got some new baby balloons in the shape of hot air balloons. So some funky designs from Qualatex. So if you click on the link down below, you will get to see all those. All right, let's talk about some of the things that we've got here today. The first thing I want to talk about is these. These are artificial ivy garlands. We've got a couple of designs. The normal ivy one, sort of green, and then we've got the variegated one, which I believe is the correct term, when it's sort of green and white around the edge, sort of different colours, I think is what variegated means. Anyway, they are 6 foot long, which is as long as I am tall. And I have to say, as a non-green fingered person, if you just to look at these, they actually look very, very realistic. Very realistic. If you touch them, actually if you touch them, I probably wouldn't know the difference, I have to be honest. It does feel plasticky, and it is, but I have to say I probably wouldn't know the difference. They're great things. These are obviously very popular at the moment because of organic design. So I got in touch with our very good friend Sue Bowler and said, Sue, have you got anything I can show on BMTV that shows these? And she sent me this lovely picture, so thank you, Sue. As you can see, Sue has used some big balloons. I think they're probably 3 foot. Sue, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe they're 3 foot, maybe they're 24-inch bubbles, not sure. But you would need quite a lot of helium to support this, because from a balloon point of view, these are quite heavy. But of course, the other way a lot of people are using them is in arches, and they are just pushing them in between the balloons. And you can just bend this, twist it, very, very flexible, and make it what you want it to be. So we've got those 2 designs, and I'll say we've got more designs to follow soon. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the vinyl. Now, thank you to everybody that has been telling us what colours you want, what finishes you want. It's really, really helpful, so we don't have to get everything in and then a lot sit on the shelf. So we really appreciate it. So what we've got here are the new gloss vinyls that we've got in. I've put them next to their matte partners, if you like. So I'm going to start with the black one, because I think that's probably the best one on camera, that you'd be able to see the difference. So you can see we've got the black gloss next to the black matte, and then if we move over to the white, again, I'm not sure how easily you'll be able to see it, but I can see it very clearly. That's gloss and that's matte. And then we've got the silver and the gold over here. So we've got the gloss here and the gloss there as well. So yeah, thank you to everybody that does tell us what it is that you want. I have to say, vinyl is just getting more and more popular, and I think, you know, it just makes sense. If personalization is becoming a really, not just in our industry but everywhere, it's just becoming a big, much bigger thing than it ever really was. And for us in our industry, this is a great way to do it. Get yourself a Silhouette Cameo 3, yeah, the ones we sell, that's the newest one, and you invest in that, and that'll last you hopefully a very, very long time. But then once you've got your templates set up and you're easily able to produce what it is you're going to be sticking on the balloons, honestly, you're spending pennies and you're making pounds. It's that simple. It's like you put it in and it's pennies, and it comes out and it's pounds. It doesn't actually come out, it comes out the same way, but it comes out and it's pounds. So yeah, going in it's pennies, coming out it's pounds. Stick it on the balloon, and it is almost like printing money. So if you do that with every job, every balloon that leaves you, it just makes a lot of sense, and you could make a lot of money. So it's an add-on sale at the end of the day, and everybody loves personalization. So anyway, yes, the vinyl range is extending all the time, and thanks again to everybody that has helped us with that. The last new products I'm talking about are last new range, rose gold candles from Creative. We saw these at Spring Fair back in February, and yeah, they're lovely little candles. Got the full range in there. I've only brought the 1 and the 3 up because they're the 2 I grabbed, and yeah, the full range are available now at balloonmarket.co.uk. Right, I've got some congratulations things up here. We've got a lot more than these, but I got them just rushing up to film because it's exam results time very, very soon. Those of you in Scotland, you've already got your exam results, so I hope you all did really, really well. Here below the border, we have our A-levels on the 16th of August and GCSEs on the 23rd of August. So if you are anywhere near a school, then you might want to consider stocking up on your congratulations or yay you did it and all those sort of balloons and banners, etc. Right, a couple of small things I wanted to tell you about. The first one is our website. Okay, balloonmarket.co.uk. If you go on that on a computer, on a PC, on a laptop, on a Mac, now you will notice it's actually considerably faster to move around the website. It's something that I've been wanting to, well, I've been working on for probably about a year now, and it's there now, so it is much faster. It's less than half the speed that it was for every page to load up, and of course that saves you time, and of course time is money, as we all know. So it is much faster. Now on mobile it's still slower. Things on mobile are slower anyway, But I'm looking at some technology that hopefully is going to speed that up considerably as well, because we live in a mobile world, let's face it. So who doesn't watch TV and have their phone in their hand? So we really are excited about, hopefully, fingers crossed, very, very soon, having it much faster on the mobile as well. People do comment on how much they enjoy using the website on the mobile just because of the way it's designed. So thank you to everybody that's told us that. But we just want it to be faster. It really comes from my frustration. I've just got no patience whatsoever. I don't like waiting for anything. So when it comes to a website, if it's really slow, I just don't really stick around. So I just wanted to make it as fast as possible for everybody out there, because I think it's one of those frustrations. You don't realize it frustrates you. Something's bugging you, but you don't really know what it is. So yes, that's what we've done. And the last thing I want to tell you about is bank holiday on the 27th of August, so we're closed. So if you're doing anything for that Monday, Tuesday, make sure you order it the Wednesday, Thursday, the week before, to make sure you've got it on that Friday. Right, the question of the week. From an organic point of view, what other products would you like us to stock that would help you with your organic designs? Please leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you next time. Bye-bye.